Hi guys, so we're at the site of our next drum studio garage conversion, which is in North London. We actually got shut down by building control, which is obviously not the best thing, but we actually started this, how was it, 4 months ago?
December, yeah.
Yeah, December we started this, so it's about 4 months ago we got a visit from building control. We'll get to that later on. Let's just have a look inside and see where we got up to. A little bit of a different sort of garage layout because there's a bit of a bathroom behind this section here. So just come around here, PJ. The first visit we got the insulation behind the walls. Got Jacob to make all these off a plan and we installed them last visit. We did the electric last time as well, didn't we? So we got some sockets, we got a couple of lights. We've also had to leave the roof out. This is all the roof panels because, well, there's a couple of reasons for that. We'll get to one of them later. But the other reason was to get the aircon system because there's no real sort of access around the property. It's quite tight. There wasn't really any way of getting an aircon system outside, so that's had to go on the roof. So that's all these pipes here. So we were kind of waiting for that. There's a little steel going across here. So if any of you follow building regs, you'll know that's got to be battened out, and pink plasterboard, which is the fire resistant stuff, just in case it melts in a fire. Got to insulate all that and batten it out. We've got to insulate the roof. We've got a few little bits here and there to build. We've also got this side, if you come around here, PJ, is the door into the kitchen. So that's going to have to be altered so it swings the other way. So we'll do a door for that. Then we're going to have a smaller entrance coming in here so we can get access to the studio. And then obviously at the front there's the drive there, so that's going to be easy for coming in and out and loading. So we're just going to have a bit of lunch now, so we'll get set up and bring you guys back once we're a bit further on. Okay, first slight problem is we've got the air conditioning feed here where the consumer unit's going to go. But we can't actually remember where we've left the cable. This one's for the fan, which is going to be drawing air out of the room. That's our aircon. The guy's done the aircon first fix, but we've lost it, haven't we, PJ?
Yeah.
Big disaster.
How much time has passed?
It's been 4 months. We just can't find it.
We've slept since then.
We've looked everywhere. We cannot find this aircon cable. So I think we left it out somewhere. But maybe we can check the direction of it here. Behind the wall. That's not even helping, is it?
No. This is a real
Good with your hands, PJ.
nitty-gritty work, isn't it?
I mean, worst case scenario, PJ,
Yeah.
we just put another cable in.
Well, we could, couldn't we? So I know it's going to be one or two, not one or three.
Whilst these guys are arguing over where the cable's going, I think we'll just put a new one in.
No.
People pay a lot of money for things like
Your
that.
nan might see.
PJ,
Yeah.
let's just put a new cable in, shall we?
Hang on, see.
So we're going to get some insulation in here. These are actually, what size are these? These end up being about 22 centimetres. So we're only putting 100mm rock wool. What we're going to do is push this right up to the roof substrate. So it matches that, and we're going to have a lower roof underneath here. Unfortunately, all these are slightly different. What have we got here? Got 34, 37, 37, okay, that's similar. But normally when we're do the builds, obviously, we'll make all these exactly the same. So when you come to cutting the rock wool, it's just one cut, one size, pretty much. So these are going to have to be bespokely cut, aren't they, PJ?
Yes.
Let's get on.
Got the feeling in your bones, make you feel right at home. Honey, does it well, keep me dancing till I'm dead. 'Cause I could run a mile like this.
I'm gonna have to take the old wasp nest out, I think. Oh dear. Oh wow.
Is that a pros there?
Oh. Ooh. It's been inhabited a long time ago, I think. Oh, wow. Try and pull it out with one hand. Oh, wow.
It's very, very fragile.
Oh, gosh, look at that.
Perfect structure, isn't it? Mad.
That's some of it. Wow.
Well, it's not even a half of it.
No. Okay, guys, so it's all taking shape. We've just got to get this piece in now. We've added this piece there. What we had to do was take the door off. That's gone on the other side for now. We've screwed that in temporarily to stop any dust going through. And PJ's going to make this bit now above the door. You're okay doing that. And then Jacob's doing this other section here, just around the beam. So we've gone with a bit of a slightly lower section so we can plasterboard down here and then back up. This will obviously be with the pink fireproof board. Whilst that's happening, I'm going to go around doing a bit more insulating. So I've got some insulation missing here, down below. So I'm going to try and fill in some of those gaps. Once we've got all that done, we can get the roofing panels, which are down here. We can get all those up. So fingers crossed they fit. Okay guys, we're just letting the dust settle in here whilst we were having a break. It's getting quite busy. But yeah, we've got all the walls sorted. There's all this bit done here. All that bit was done. And we've done a bit of a boxing in thing around this beam, and also that's for the aircon. Just to mention also, we'd already put in one of our soundproof doors and the window. There's going to be another window in there in front of it with many layers of glass. Obviously a second door in here. But that's all boxed in, and we decided to go sort of straight across so we could just bring the plasterboard to here, which will have to be the fireline board. Over this side is a little bit tight, but we're going to have a door opening into the room and then obviously a door into the kitchen. All the insulating's done, all the ceiling. So what we got to do now is try and get all these panels to fit on the roof, and then we can get back to the hotel. So we'll bring you guys back once we're a bit further on. Okay guys, that's us done for today. We're going to be back tomorrow to get the plaster boarding done, so we'll see you guys in the morning. Okay guys, so you're probably wondering what happened with building control. Because the house was having some extensive renovations, it meant planning and building control were both involved. This meant the work we were doing on the garage would also need inspecting by the building control officer. So we carried out the first stage of work and obviously left the ceiling panels down. We got the building control officer to come and have a look, and he had concerns about potential buildup of condensation in the roof area. Unfortunately, because of the location of the garage, it was, and also the direction of the beams, it was pretty much impossible to add any vents to let the roof breathe. One suggestion was to put some mushroom vents in the ceiling coming through the roof, but I think they wanted 15 or 16 of those, which was kind of quite a lot. The way we normally approach our garden studios or garage conversions is to push the insulation so it touches the underside of the roof substrate. This is known as a hybrid roof, and this stops any condensation buildup. But please put in the comments if you've got any other methods that you use that you know works. Anyway, in this situation, building control wouldn't accept our solution. So the customer had to have a new roof put on, an insulation placed on top of the garage roof, and then the roof covering on top of that. So this is called like a warm deck roof. And I think the cost of this was around £3,000 extra for the customer. So that's why the project's been delayed for around 4 months until that extra work had been carried out. Anyway, back to the video. Hi guys, so we're back this morning. Got quite a bit done yesterday in terms of all the insulation. That's all in. Got the insulation in the ceiling. Just got a little tiny bit to do over here. Just around this, where the aircon unit's going to be. We've just got to build a bit of that ceiling. And then we're pretty much good to start plasterboarding. We've actually just got, come over here, Peter. So yeah, I think it's about 31 sheets of plasterboard, which actually just fell over. But yeah, so we've picked these up. We've got one fire line board as well to go around the steel beam. So that'll be the one at the end. But yeah, we'll basically do 2 layers on the ceiling and the walls. We'll start with the ceiling. We'll bring you guys back once we're a bit further on.
Ain't looking for much of many, cause we got plenty. No line of division, we're all heaven sent. Cause I really want you to know that I love you from the highest peak to...
So we got 2 boards up there. On the rare occasion where we can't stagger the boards, we get them as tight as possible. So we've actually used like a machine edge there to a machine edge. So basically when we get the board right up to it, it'll be nice and tight. Obviously the plaster's going to deal with that anyway. Because it's a little alcove, it's kind of a little bit difficult to integrate it into the staggering system that we normally use. So this one's just on its own, 2 boards together, but nice and tight. Good, isn't it?
Ace.
So that's the ceiling plasterboard on 2 layers. We've tried to stagger that mainly in this section. We had this little bit here, as mentioned, where we couldn't really stagger it, so we've just done it really nice and tight and made sure, don't know if you can see the join there. Yeah, join up here, we've done that nice and tight. That's the ceiling on. It always sounds really clicky at this point when the ceiling goes on, so if you're doing your own build, don't be alarmed. It's literally just a sound bouncing from the floor back up to the ceiling. So next thing we're going to do is get our plasterboard on the walls. So similar sort of principle, we'll sort of pick a spot and obviously make a start, and then just make sure that the second layer lands exactly on a stud so it's nice and tight, and obviously it's not going to flex when it's plastered or crack. We'll bring you guys back once we're a bit further on.
197.
Okay guys, so we got all the room plasterboarded. That was some effort. That was 31 sheets, but we've got all that in, including the fireline board for the steel that goes there. Just turn the camera around so you can see the room in a bit more detail. Got a little bit of an L-shape sort of thing, a bit of a cubby here, which could be useful for a sort of kit on an angle, which is pretty cool. And obviously you've got the door access there, the window, that's where the aircon's going, and the sort of feed for that. Got the consumer unit there. Obviously we're going to do another door here, sort of multiple window. Got a door into the kitchen on the other side. It's kind of a little bit limited here because of the arrangement of the original door, but we can have a smallish door going this way and then put a new door, which will be soundproofed also, into the kitchen. Thanks for watching guys. If you want to contact us about your own garage conversion, then use the link in the description below. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one.